President Trump just signed a national policy making it mandatory that schools in United States of America, K through 12, also slash career, that all schools now have AI curriculums in them for K through 12 and the colleges, to be honest with you. So, and this is a good thing because it's here and it's time for everybody to start learning. So today we're talking about empowering our future with AI literacy and education. Once again, please like, share, subscribe. This is AI News with Erik, and today we're talking about, once again, empowering our future, AI literacy and education, and I'm AI Erik from Mount Vernon, New York. I've been studying artificial intelligence for 3.5 years, certified artificial intelligence professional with 101 blockchains. I got a ton of certifications in prompt engineering, but it's not even about that. Today, I just want to talk to you about something to me that is not just important, it's essential. And right now we're at a pivotal moment in education where technology and learning intersects in ways that we've never seen before. And it's called artificial intelligence, AI. And it's no longer a concept of the future. It's here, it's shaping our world, and our students are actually growing up in it. And a lot of them are using it, and they're using it wrong. There's a couple of ways to use it, and one way is to use it and don't get intelligence, and then the second way is you can use it and you can become a genius. So at AIliteracy.biz, we believe that understanding AI isn't just a luxury, It is now a necessity, especially for our students in grades, for me, 4 through 8, who are at a critical stage in developing their understanding of the world, but our commitment doesn't stop there, because we're ready to support custom programs beyond these grades, because we do recognize at AIliteracy.biz that this is actually a lifelong journey, and we do actually focus on even the parents, educating the parents, because we believe that if the kids are going to have to learn this, the parents should know what they're learning. Parents should know actually the basics, at least, you know what I'm saying? So why do we feel like this is important? This is important because AI is actually influencing every aspect of our lives, and from jobs, the way we interact with information, and yet there's a significant gap in who has access to this knowledge. Communities of color and low-income areas are often left behind in this technological revolution. And I'm here to change that. I've been talking to y'all for over 3.5 years, 3.5 years actually, trying to kind of just wake us up. I'm a little hoarse too, Joe, just for those who hear my and that's actually from the Knicks winning. You know what I'm saying? So once again, our approach is actually rooted in care and responsibility, and the reason I say that is because we don't just teach AI. We teach you about the ethics of AI and the biases and the real world implications of these technologies. We help students and educators understand how algorithms can actually discriminate and how to recognize and challenge these issues. We're not going to just be coming in there trying to get a check from you, no matter how, the process is taught, whether it's a one-on-one with teachers, whether it's a group session with teachers, whether it's us putting a curriculum together for a certain age group. We also emphasize the importance of who is behind the technology. It is not just enough to use the AI tools. We need to understand their origins and their purpose and, their potential impacts. Are they ethical? We want to make sure that you understand privacy, data security, and ethical considerations. They're not just optional topics. They got to be a part of the curriculum, especially for the teachers and the education departments to understand this, because you're going to have a lot of companies that just come in. And I know you have Chopper, and I forgot the other one, starts with an F, and they have to go by these guidelines and regulations. I do understand this, but I think this is going to go over a lot of people's heads, because a lot of these companies are just going to be coming in trying to get a check and not really caring about the kids that they're teaching or the teachers that have to teach these kids. We're going to always care. So that's all we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So with the recent nationwide policy mandating AI education from kindergarten through career, there's an urgent need for comprehensive and thoughtful programs. We're not just here to deliver a one-time presentation and collect a check, like I said. AIliteracy.biz, we've partnered with Afrocurity.com to make sure we build lasting partnerships with schools and educators to to continue working with them as time goes on, to consult with them, to provide ongoing support and resources. Our mission is to empower you and your students, and even the parents. Like I said, we want to give you the tools and knowledge to navigate this landscape, so we are confident in yourself, so we want to ensure every student, regardless of their background, they have the opportunity and, just the ability to be able to understand and shape the future of AI. We want them to be a part of building models. You know what I'm saying? We just don't want them to use it. One of the keys we do talk about when we do educate whoever, whether it's a teacher, an education department, a parent, we want to make sure we focus on entrepreneurship, because things are definitely going to change in this new world that these kids are growing up in. And it's going to be the entrepreneurs that actually win, the ones that build things, the critical thinkers. So we want y'all to also focus on that. So let's work together. Let's bring AI literacy to every classroom, every student, and every community, even once again to the parents. You know what I'm saying? Because they need to know what's going on too. They growing up in this AI world too. You got another 20, 30, 40 years. You have to know about this too. So we make sure we equip our people with this knowledge, and we just not teaching them about this technology. We making sure you know how to use it. We're teaching you to be informed, ethical, and proactive citizens of this world, this AI world. You know what I'm saying? So once again, this is AI Erik, AIliteracy.biz, AI News with AI Erik. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about this new AI world we're actually being forced to live in, actually, to be honest with you. But that's neither here nor there, because we have no choice. And, there are certain groups on the medium wealth gap and the medium income gap that are far behind, and artificial intelligence is going to affect that even more. So the ones that, like I said, get involved, we can change that. You know what I'm saying? We could change that. So that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother time. I actually got some videos on that. So once again, like, share, subscribe. Teachers, education departments, get with us. AIliteracy.biz, AI Erik. Peace.
AI News with AI Erik.